Today it's Doki Doki Literature Club, tomorrow it'll be Yuri on Ice, and the day after it'll be the entire AO3 website. This is going to be my hottest take. I am not a fan of censorship. There's been a large wave of Puritans, of puritanical behavior. I think censorship is cringe, and I think that fiction is fiction and real life is real life. There's a clear difference between the two, and the only thing censorship is going to do is give us a situation where, imagine Silent Hill 2, right? But without any of the themes that we love it for. Imagine if they removed all of the things that made Silent Hill 2 uncomfortable and disturbing. That is where censorship is going to lead us. Imagine, with the most recent removal of Doki Doki Literature Club from the Android store, it's very clear. With all of these artists that are NSFW artists getting their careers shot because of the payment processors and their disapproval of problematic art, it's insane. And people are cheering censorship on because of the icky, nasty art that they dislike. Art is amazing. It's beautiful. Art is everything. It is the expression of the self. It is so beautiful. And art isn't just happy and sunshine and rainbows. It's not joy and happiness all the time. Art can be very depressing. Art can be very disturbing. It can be repulsive. Art can be straight up repulsive and nasty and disgusting and disturbing and sad and sorrowful. Art can be straight up despair. And it can also be perverted. These are all parts of the human nature, the human experience. But the thing is, censorship is a Trojan horse for removing everything that we love. Today it's Doki Doki Literature Club, tomorrow it's Silent Hill 2. And then the day after, guess what? It'll be something like Yuri on Ice being removed because it's queer, because it's gay. As somebody who is from the queer community, and to see people cheering on censorship, it makes no sense to me. Because you're next, buddy. You're right there. You're next in line, and you don't even know it. And if this is my hottest take, then that's a good thing. Is that even if art is icky, even if it's something that you think is gross and despicable and deplorable, it's fictional. It's not real. Get over it. I have seen a large wave of people cheering this on. Just because something is disturbing in art doesn't mean that it is endorsing that thing. Like, do you really think that the author of Berserk had all of those scenes where Casca was enduring the most despairing shit imaginable? Do you really think that when the author wrote Griffith's character doing all of the deplorable things that he does in Berserk, that he was endorsing those actions? No. No. The point of art is to make you feel. And it can make you feel sorrow, despair, anger. But it can also make you feel joy and happiness. And again, I have to reiterate that this is all fictional. These are not real people. These are cartoon characters. These are manga characters. It's almost to the point where I feel like fandoms have become more sanitized and like puritanical because they have developed like a parasocial relationship with these cartoon characters on their screen. They equate these fictional characters that are not real. They do not exist in our mortal plane. They are objects. They are not real. And they treat them as like friends. It's insane to me. God bless freedom in fiction, because without it we are cooked. But there are way too many short-sighted people out there who just can't see 2 feet in front of them. They only see the one thing that they hate being removed and they're cheering for it, not even thinking about what the near future is going to be like. When you drive onto oncoming traffic in Grand Theft Auto 5, you are not a murderer or a psychopath. It's a video game. It's fiction. When you kill characters in Dead by Daylight, and you put them on hooks, and you execute them in the most crazy ways imaginable, like it's Mortal Kombat, you're not a psychopath. You're not a murderer. Why do we keep trying to apply this logic to every area of fiction? It isn't real. Wake up. Get a grip. I don't care how problematic the fiction may be, it's not real. People do more to protect cartoon characters from a Japanese anime than they do to protect their own family members from their own family members. People are out here complaining about morals and ethics when it comes to consumption of fiction. What I care about is what you stand for in real life. What are your values? How are you as a person? As somebody who drew NSFW art and still does to an extent, and as somebody who partook in the NSFW art community, all these people do is draw. That's it. Whether it's problematic art or if it's the most wholesome NSFW art, it's all art. The point that I'm trying to stress is that people cry more about morals and ethics, about fiction, than they actually do real criminals and real people doing things to real individuals. Today, it's Doki Doki Literature Club. Tomorrow, it's Yuri on Ice. And the day after, it'll be Silent Hill 2. The one thing I love about AO3 is that it allows fanfics made by anyone. You don't have to be a professional writer to write on AO3. If you have an idea and you want to write it down and you want to make a story, you can do that. And they don't give a damn how it is. They don't give a damn. I mean, obviously the platform has its rules, but they don't have any censorship on that platform. If you want to make something diabolical and degenerate, you can do that. Because they wanted to create a space where people understood that fiction was fiction. Fiction is fake. Fiction is not real. And they made a space for people who understand just that. And that's why I love AO3. That's why I love fanfic writers. That's why I love freedom in fiction. And I've seen fanfics that have the craziest tags. I mean, there's memes out there that show the fics with 1,000 tags of straight up nonsense, of straight up crazy stuff, that if it pertained to reality, it would be deplorable. You would think these people were crazy if this stuff pertained to reality, but it's not. And that's why I don't care when I see anything in fiction, whether it's something I love or something that's icky and gross and something that people find disgusting. I don't care. It's fiction. No one gives a shit. If people want to be heroes, what they're not going to be doing is be complaining about morals and ethics on Twitter. You're not making a change in anybody's life, not in your local environment, for anybody. It does nothing. You are accomplishing nothing. I don't see people enjoying slasher movies and call them crazy or psychopaths for enjoying that. I don't call people insane, murderous psychopaths for pulling out an RPG in Grand Theft Auto and shooting up a street, because it's not real. Those characters are not real. But for some reason, when we apply that to other areas of fiction, all logic goes out the window. It's insane to me. I think the biggest issue is that a lot of people that are younger used to have their own designated spaces. Right? People used to go play Roblox because it was kids playing it. People used to go back in the day and play Club Penguin because it was kids playing it. It was their own space. They had these websites that were their own spaces, and the adults had their own websites that were their own spaces. And now I am at risk of seeing a 13-year-old's opinion about anything, which is diabolical, and I hate it. That is insane. The fact that I am at risk of seeing a teenager's opinion on anything. Brother, your brain isn't even fully developed yet. Go play Fortnite. Anyways, I know I'm going to probably receive a lot of backlash for this, but I don't really care. I love fictional freedom. I love AO3. I love all of my fellow NSFW artists out there. I despise the idea of censorship. And a lot of people are too short-sighted to see what censorship would really bring. because they are too stuck on the idea of, oh my god, that thing is so icky and gross and I hate it and everything about it that I dislike, I should be removed from the planet. And I feel bad that there's an insane wave of puritanical people out there that are aiming to remove anything that is sensitive subject matter pertaining to fiction. I love when art makes you feel uncomfortable. I love when art is disturbing. I love when art isn't just happy-go-lucky sunshine and rainbows. I love art, and I hate censorship. The thing is, when you're defending fictional freedom, that also means you're defending all of the art that you don't like. That means you're defending all of the art that you find icky and gross and disgusting. When you're defending fiction and you're defending art, you're also defending all art. That's the truth. And if you can't take one without the other, then you don't actually want freedom in fiction. The one thing I love about the NSFW art community is that there is no mask that these people have on, because they're already thought of as crazy people for indulging in something normal. In art that is of the NSFW variety, they're already seen as this and that, and that's why I love the NSFW art community, because they are themselves. They are not trying to be this or trying to be that. They are themselves in a group of people that are also themselves. There's no persona, there's no mask, there's no any of that, because we are all revealing our true selves to each other. There is nothing to hide. This is me. And if you don't like what I create, you go to somebody else or you go do something else. Just because someone creates something that you don't particularly enjoy or you're not a fan of doesn't mean that that person doesn't deserve to live or have a space or this or that. It's fictional. None of this is real. There are things out there that I do not enjoy in fiction. Guess what? I move on with my life. I go to the thing that I do like. I'm not going to sit here and hamper on and point fingers and shame people. I don't care. I'm going to move on. It's not real. I'm going to move on from the icky, gross thing that I don't like, and that's it. There's something that I simply dislike in fiction. I don't go and try to get it all to the point where it doesn't exist anymore. I don't go on a crusade. I don't go on some crusade to get it to not exist and have the world cater to me. I move on. It's that simple. But people don't do that anymore. People do not do that anymore. Today it's Doki Doki Literature Club. Tomorrow it'll be Yuri on Ice. And the day after it'll be the entire AO3 website. With that being said, take care now, and I'll see you when I see you.